One thing I've always liked doing, lighting fires. I'm not going to say I'm some kind of a closet arsonist. Didn't set school on fire when I was a kid, never told anyone. Just always liked lighting fires. And always been good at lighting fires too. And even when I'm lighting this fire of an evening, cold November evening, and this is some wood from the decking from 15 years, no more, 18 years ago. And I'm still using it as starter wood for the fire. Been always an old basket, so I'm trying to not buy things like fire lighters and stuff. I just try and make 4 jobs in one, kill many birds with one stone. And to light it, when I've finished frying, I use olive oil mostly for frying. And I always wipe the skillet out, because I've got a cast iron skillet, so I never wash the skillet. I always just sort of rub it out with a piece of kitchen roll, kitchen tissue. And then the kitchen tissue becomes full of oil and makes a good fire lighter. So I'll just light it now and see if it works. It should do. And the fire lighter will ignite the piece of old basket that I had, so I thought that'd make a nice fire lighter. So what's this video all about? I should close the door really. A little bit, get some good draft on there. But I think I might leave it open for the sake of this video. But then the fire might not work. So I've always liked to light fires. Always liked it. And one thing you've got to remember with a fire, it's good to get a big flame going right at the beginning to take up the heat, so a wave of heat goes up the chimney and starts creating a cycle. So that's why it's often good if you to get a chimney working well. You see here, it's almost coming out, which is not good. So I'm just going to close that down a bit. I should go and check, see if the chimney's pulling, but if it's very cold outside, then there's a pressure of the coldness of the cold air in the chimney, a column of cold air pressing down on the fire. And the fire needs a blast of hot air to clean out the pipe and create a cycle of hot to cold. So it should be alright now. You see, now it zooms in there. I've got a circle. And I've made lots of videos on YouTube about loads of absolutely things that are only interesting to me. And I thought I'd get back to make some, because I've dropped off for a while from making videos. And I thought I'd get back to it and just have little talks about things. So we're talking about this fire, and it's not a very useful thing to be able to do well, lighting fires. You don't go camping every day. But in the old days it would have been a very useful thing to do. In Stone Age times you would have been a master. So maybe it's not so stupid. But what I was trying to do is, like, I was thinking about the word creation and creatives. What does it actually mean to be creative? And I could say I think I am a creative person. I constantly draw pictures or make music or write things down. I spend more time creating things than I do absorbing things from other people, I guess. Or maybe I create things from absorbing other people, I don't know. And I thought lighting the fire might be a interesting way of getting into little talks about certain things, because a fire's elemental and you can use it as a euphemism for many things. Whatever you want to talk about life. A fire's got life. You want to talk about energy, how it works, energy systems. A fire is a conversion of energy, and maybe that's what our minds is as well. Our mind is like a kind of a very, very, very sophisticated fire. I've talked in a previous video about us everything is made of wood. We are just fine wood. Everything that's living is a kind of wood on a scale of an animal or a plant. And the fire fits in perfect. It's a nice wood fire, and we're made out of wood, and this fire's consuming the wood. And so you could imagine the fire is a person, and this one's spitting a bit. It's not in harmony. The wood there is too cold, and the hot fire underneath is making it explode. Little pockets of lignite in there exploding. And I think it was Aldous Huxley said in one of his books, if you look at your hand, if you looked at your hand for 2 years, you'd be able to see everything in the universe in your hand. And a fire's a bit easier in a way, because it has got all the similarities, and it is a physical being. It's a little energy machine. And going back to what I was saying about being creative, I was thinking, what is making something? You could creativity. God, He created everything. Okay, that's so. Being creative is being godlike. Then, and that sounds a bit standing on your, a bit hoity-toity, doesn't it? But let's just look at it from a fire. What's the fire doing now? It's a chemical reaction. It's creating heat and it's creating light. It's creating beauty. Has a purpose. Getting rid of the old wood. So I'm going to do more videos like this on the fire, and I'm just going to look at the fire and make connections. And if you think this is a good idea, then leave a comment. If you think it's a bad idea, leave a comment. If you think it's a stupid idea, you can leave a comment. But I've got to light the fire every evening anyway, so I want to kill another bird with one stone and get a video out of it too. So being creative, but using the creativity to do another creative thing. That's what the fire told me tonight. Have a nice evening.